Hi guys, Rachel CPR here. Today I wanted to share with you the results of my latest porosity test. I get asked all the time the porosity of my hair when it comes to the way different products work with my hair. And that makes sense because if you have low porosity hair, you want to know that the person that you are seeing use a product has the same type of hair as you, or if you have high porosity, mid-range, whatever it is. So I know that in the past my hair has been pretty mid-range when it comes to absorbing water, but today I'm going to redo my testing only because recently I've changed the way I do my hair. I am no longer using a blow dryer in my hair, and I cannot believe I'm even saying this, but I no longer use a blow dryer on my hair, and that is going to change over time the overall health of my hair, even though my hair is not to say that it was damaged as much as the blow dryer does affect your hair, and it's not going to make it so that your hair is at its optimum healthy state because you're constantly putting that heat onto your hair, that dry heat onto your hair. So I'm going to redo my porosity test with the water. It is not a foolproof or a fail-proof test, but I like it and it works out for me. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to use a baggie simply because I can't stomach the idea of seeing a strand of hair in a glass of water. And so I know that typically people will use a glass of water, but I can't use a glass of water because it would, just the thought of it right now is making me feel gross. Okay. So I am going to use my bag of water and I am going to take a strand of my hair. This is a clean strand of my hair. And I'm just going to put it in here and see if it floats or if it sinks very quickly. Let's just see what happens. I hope this is, and I'm probably going to have to tell you the results because my strands are so super fine that, I'll just have to tell you the results because I know that this is probably not going to be picked up through this bag. So far, the entire strand is not even immersed in the water. It's not doing anything, which is a sign for high porosity. I'm sorry, for low porosity. But as I'm sitting here, it is slowly going into the water. I'm not even going to hold it up because you can't see it. It's slowly going into the water, like without touching it, without doing anything, but it's still floating on top. And the reason why right now I decided to do this test over is because I noticed that it takes me a really long time to saturate my hair with water, which is not typically what happens. Normally, you know, I get into the shower, it takes a little time, but now it takes a lot longer. Okay, I'm gonna have to push this in here to get the hair to be completely immersed. But yes, it is just sitting on top of the water. It's not going in, so my hair, before the last time I took this test, and this was maybe 2 years ago, and I was at the height of using, no, it's been longer because it was before I cut all of my hair in the back. And I was at the height of using my heating tools, and so it was, my hair just wasn't, it wasn't at the state that it is right now. And so when I put the strand of hair in the water, it didn't sink to the bottom, but it did go kind of float in the middle, which to me was just okay. It's not at its it's not at the height of at the height of health as much as it is not sinking very quickly like high porosity hair. And then that was for my hair that was virgin hair, whereas my hair that was color treated that I had in the front, I used to have like purple hair in the front, and that hair definitely sank to the bottom because it was color treated. So this is unprocessed hair that has no hair color. I do not use heat on it, and it is just floating. It looks like it sank just a tiny bit off the surface, but it is very, very close to the surface. So I would say that my hair type now for porosity is definitely going to be a low porosity head of hair. And is that my entire head? Of sure it's not, because at the very top of my hair, I'm sure the hair would sink a little bit further because that is a top part of my hair that gets the most attack from the atmosphere, whether it's sun, hats, scarves, anything. This is where most of the attack happens. And then the hair around my hairline, I assume, would be a little bit less, a little bit higher in the porosity. So yes, I would say now that my hair is definitely a low porosity hair, which means it is not going to open up and allow anything into it as quickly. So it's going to take a little bit longer for me to saturate my hair with water, and it is going to take a little bit more for me to get nourishment into the hair. But once it gets in there, it will shut down and it will definitely keep it and hold on to it as long as it possibly can. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. This is going to be the end of this video, and I will see you again very shortly. It is time for my trim, so I will definitely be making a video on how I'm going to trim my hair this time around. So thanks again for watching. I'll see you again very soon. Bye, guys.